Commission meeting. May we have the roll call, please?
Chair Macon,
Here.
Commissioner Beatty,
Present.
Commissioner Jabbar,
Present.
Commissioner Javed, Commissioner Linton,
Here.
Commissioner Little, Commissioner Mason,
Here.
Commissioner Sonier,
Present.
and Commissioner Templeton. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, you've all had an opportunity to review the minutes of the last meeting. Is there questions, clarifications, or motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve in a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Okay, we're going to start with our meeting. Okay, staff, we're starting with row PZ 2025-245, and I understand that's been tabled so they can look into other options. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Requested by the applicant to table.
Okay, thank you. So we're moving on to PZ 2025-377.
Good afternoon. Salmonson of Windrose Land Surveying is seeking approval of a replat of Lot 30, Block 16, West Oakland Edition, and Lot 4, Tract 1, Block 2, CE Smith Edition, and of Lots 11, 12, 13, Block 2 of the Beaumont Citrus Fruit Gardens Edition, Beaumont, Jefferson County, Texas, into Lots 1 through 4, Block 1, United Subdivision, Beaumont, Jefferson County, Texas, containing 33.07 acres, more or less. The intent of the plat is to divide the land into 4 lots for future commercial development. Staff recommends approval of the request with the following conditions. Number 1, shall add the addresses provided by the Southeast Texas Regional Planning Commission to the plat prior to final recordation. Number 2, shall add the location of flood zones for all areas to the plat prior to final recordation. And number 3, the access easement instrument shall be recorded on the plat. Staff did send 22 property owner notices. We received 0 in favor and 0 in opposition. The area outlined in red on your screen is the area under review. This is an aerial image. And this is the plat, and we do have the applicant present.
Okay. Any questions of staff? Okay, if the applicants in the audience, if you'll please come forward and give us your name and address.
Hi all. I'm here on behalf of Mary Salmonson. My name is Nikki Richards. I work for Kimley Horn, which is a civil engineering firm for this property. And sorry, what else did you need?
Okay, is there any additional information you'd like to share with us?
No, I do not need to speak on behalf of the plat, but if y'all have any questions, I can for sure answer.
Okay, any questions of Ms. Richards? None, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, the public hearing is now open. Is there anyone who would like to speak in favor or in opposition? None heard? Oh, yes, sir. If you'll come forward and give us your name and address, please. Wait, come to the speaker so we can hear you.
My name is Mark Gonering. I am counsel for Mason Construction. We are one of the 22 applicant, one of the 22 noticees. We did not get a lot of information or a lot of time on the notice, so we're playing catch up a little bit. We'd like to know if there's any more information available to us to make a determination whether or not we want to support or oppose.
Okay.
Is that possible? At a 33-acre development, our notice basically stated that there was a 33-acre development happening behind us. We don't take any issue with development. We do have concerns about floodplain and about proper drainage. It seems like every time somebody builds something behind us or around us, they go up and it traps water. And that is a real viable concern for us.
Okay.
Beyond that, we harbor no, we have no opposition to the issue other than proper drainage.
Okay, one moment. Is there any questions of him?
I have one question. Where's your drainage right now?
Our drainage moves off the front of the lot toward Walden Road in half, and the other half goes off the back of the lot. So if somebody were to come in behind us and build, it almost certainly would create an issue.
But is the back of your lot draining across somebody else's property now?
It does. It drains across the area to be rezoned, replatted.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Is that it?
Is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor or opposition? None heard. Ms. Richards, you've had some questions. Would you come forward and get those answered, please?
We are currently working with the Drainage District 6 to ensure that all of their concerns are addressed. We are aware of the drainage that comes across our site. We're working with them in their exact models that they are producing right now to ensure that we are providing the mitigation that they are asking for and requesting, and we're in constant contact with them to engineer this properly and not disrupt any of our neighbors.
Okay. Any questions of Ms. Richards? Thank you.
Cool, thank you.
Okay, the public hearing is now closed. Is there a motion or discussion?
A motion to approve with the three conditions?
Second.
So we have a motion to approve in a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any in opposition? Okay, motion carries. Thank you. Okay. Mayor, we're turning it over to you.
Gotta wait till 3:15.
Oh, you're
We got
right.
about 9 minutes.
That's right.
I love when they do that. I love when they know. So proud.
It says regional center, like a distribution thing.
So that one called around 2:07.
This is gonna take
Basically, they just, think that it's
Welcome, everyone, and this is a joint meeting with the quorums of both city council and the planning commission. Roll call, please.
Mayor West,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Turner, absent. Councilmember Crenshaw, Councilmember Durio,
Here.
Councilmember Hilliard,
Here.
Councilmember Sherwood, absent. Councilmember Williams.
Here.
Thank you.
All right, today will be the only opportunity to speak on these items. So, the planning commission will make a recommendation to city council. And the items will be heard, will come before city council on the next available, agenda for a decision. There will be no public hearing on these items.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, staff, we're going to PZ 2025-345.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, Commission and Council. Mr. Nguyen requests a specific use permit to allow a washateria to be located at 4515 North Major Drive, Suite A and B. The GCMD 2 zoning district requires a specific use permit for all new proposed land uses. Major Mojo Washateria will offer a 24/7 self-service washing and drying machines with folding tables, vending machines, free Wi-Fi access, and a lounge area. Planning staff recommends approval of the request with the following conditions. Number 1, shall comply with all applicable building and fire codes. And number 2, construction plans must meet all requirements by water utilities for water and sanitary sewer services, including requirements of the city's backflow pretreatment and/or fog program. Staff did send 9 property owner notices. We received 0 in favor and 0 in opposition. The area in red on the screen is the area under review. This is an aerial image zooming into it. This is the site plan. This is the subject property. Subject property. Subject in west. To the north, to the east. I believe those are apartments behind those trees, and to the south. And we do have the applicants present.
Okay, thank you. Any questions of staff?
Can you go back to the site plan? How many parking spots are there?
Approximately 30.
All right, thank you.
Okay, any other questions of staff? Thank you. Okay, and is the applicant in the audience? Yes, sir. If you'll give us your name and address, please.
My name is Hung Nung Win. Address is 4515 North Major Drive, Beaumont.
Okay, do you have additional information you want to share with us?
No, ma'am, at this time, no.
Okay, I have a couple of questions.
Sure.
This says it's a 24, 7 days a week, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have security on site?
We'll be having security cameras and efficient lightings.
Okay, is there going to be any staff
Yes,
on
ma'am.
site? And
Yes.
how many? And what are their hours?
We'll try to keep them around the clock. We have a night shift and a day shift, so they won't get worn out.
Okay.
Are you guys operating one currently right now?
Sir?
Are you operating a washateria like this currently anywhere else?
No, this is our first business venture, and it'll be the only one.
Okay. Any other questions? Thank you, sir.
Sir, thank you.
Okay, the public hearing is now open. We do have a 3-minute time period for each speaker. So I know there's a large group of you. If you have 1 or 2 people or 3 who are going to be saying the same thing that will represent you, that would be efficient. Okay, so is there anyone who would like to speak in favor or in opposition? Please come forward and give us your name and address.
I believe there are people for the next one.
Okay. All right, none heard. Public hearing is now closed. Do I hear a motion or questions?
Motion to approve with the 2 conditions.
Second.
So we have a motion to approve in a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any in opposition? Motion carries. Thank you. We're going to PZ 2025-374.
Abdallah Atea is requesting approval of a rezoning from RS residential single-family dwelling district to GCMD, general commercial multifamily dwelling, or a more restrictive zoning district for the property located at 7085 Highway 105, including lots immediately to the west and 2 lots to the east. According to the comprehensive plan of Beaumont, the property is located within a contemporary neighborhood design concept area, which allows for a diversity of housing types and convenient access to parks, schools, and shopping centers while still protecting single-family residential areas from intrusion of incompatible land uses and vehicular traffic. A shopping center development along this corridor is appropriate considering its proximity to Major Drive and Highway 105, and the request aligns with the comprehensive plan of Beaumont. As such, staff recommends approval of the request. We did send 14 property owner notices, and we received 0 in favor and 2 in opposition at this time. However, I do think that there are several citizens that are here to speak on this item. I do want to note, in the staff memo that went out, it said that 24 notices were mailed. That number is supposed to be 14, so I'd like the record to reflect that.
So the 2 that are in opposition,
There's 2 formally. There were a lot of copies made, so we're going to have to go through this. If it turns into enough petitions filed where it's 20% of the land surrounding that property that are in opposition, then when it goes to council for final approval, they will need a 3/4 vote for it to pass. So that's what we're going to, if anyone has those letters, they need to turn those in now.
thank you.
The area outlined in red is the area under review. So we kind of zoomed out to show a little bit more. So you see Highway 105, North Major Drive right there. Aerial image. This is a subject property and south. It appears grading occurred without a grading permit. So they're going to need to make that correct. And I would like for that to be a condition with the rezoning. Property to the north, to the west. That's the Blue Lakes Estate subdivision. That's a residential subdivision back there. Just it was an awkward angle to take the photo off Highway 105. East, and I believe we have the applicant present.
Okay, thank you. Any questions of staff?
Was there any comments on those oppositions?
Yes, sir. 105 at RFD already has multiple traffic accidents, no traffic lights. This would interfere day-to-day with the day-to-day of this community. Protect property values. Sorry, it's kind of hard to read. I believe they're here as well to speak on it. Could negatively impact wildlife and the lake spring drainage. I'm highly against trees being cut along the waterfront, also disturbing this unique Beaumont sanctuary with commercial public structure is unacceptable. They do not want a gas station or commercial project.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions of staff? Thank you. Is the applicant in the audience? If you'll come forward and give us your name and address, please.
How you doing, everyone? My name is Abdallah Atia. I purchased this property a few years ago, bought of it. And I come to ask, before I come to ask, I'm a home builder in Beaumont here. And I try to do something with it to benefit me. It's not good to be a house there because if I separate it, it'd be 4 or 5 houses. And it's gonna be, each one has his own enter. It's not movable. It's not looks for a house on the freeway. And I decided to come here that a couple of years ago to take permit. Say you gotta ask permit for the next to you on the left and on the right. And I did take the permit from the left side. On the right side, they asked me, we're not gonna give you, I'm not really care. I gotta sell it to you. I bought it for that reason. So I have more space of property. And after I have it and I got it mostly clean, I come back here and I ask for to be a business, small business, a couple of stores. I don't know what, but it's not going to be good for houses. That's why I did shop around and ask for a permit for it. I don't know what's even in the future, if any design I want to come up with, I gotta come here with a blueprint to have a permit, like I have like easement to go back and forth, live. I'm just seeing my chance here.
Okay,
Do you own the whole property or just the
I
right
do.
portion?
Yeah, I do.
All the way to the back?
From the corner, from the water, I really don't. This is the guy, he has I have his signature permission. He waiting for the same thing that happened.
okay. Any questions of the applicant? Sean, did you have something? Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Can I mention something?
Yes.
Anywhere in Beaumont, anywhere we go, it's just the subdivision in the back and have no access, no road in the back. It's only from the front to that property. And we are far away from the neighbors. And anything is gonna be addressed, any building gonna be there is gonna be fenced and landscaping. That's it.
Question for him.
Okay.
How deep is the property?
280 wide
Why, okay,
and 103 deep.
okay. And listening to what I'm understanding is that the congestion of going in and out, and I see you're right there in front of that, going into that next subdivision. Because I know driving out of there, a lot of times you get that hill kind of shadows the cars coming off of 105 from the freeway.
It's very clear. If you look at the cross the street from it, has an enter, just look like it, has an enter in and out to that subdivision and the new apartments, just cross the street to it. And I have one driveway now, wide. Anything I'm gonna come up with, that is gonna be enter for the property in and out.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
not, okay.
I was just thinking, whatever you consider to put there, if it's gonna be a lot of traffic or few traffic, depending on what type of business, for that area, just a consideration.
Yes. I'm sure, anywhere, like when we drive, we'll go to gas station to book gas. It's always a traffic, anywhere you go. It's always enter, everybody has to watch wherever you go. It don't matter, it's just, Beaumont is getting busy anyway. And right now, go ahead, book gas or go McDonald's, go anywhere, you have to go enter from freeway to the building, and then when you get out of the building, you face the same way. It's not just this piece.
Okay, thank you. We're going to see if there's going to be some other citizens who would like to speak. You'll have an opportunity to come back and answer their questions.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the public hearing is now open. Do we have anyone who would like to speak in favor or in opposition? Yes, ma'am. And the comments are timed for 3 minutes.
Okay, my name is Frances Maurer. I live at 7195 Clay Circle. Okay, my property backyard faces a 20-acre artesian private lake. I have paperwork with the Beaumont Police Department to call people because we have a lot of trespassers coming from the apartments across the street. Okay, and the crew that's been cleaning over here, they're using the street in front of my house to dump their pile of trash and everything. In front, they travel up and down that road, and it's a dead-end road. And the traffic in 105, since they've opened the apartments, has tripled. The traffic is already congested, and turning into Scenic Drive is difficult and dangerous. And I have some pictures that show before and after, if I can pass them to y'all.
Sure.
Okay. The first is the pictures of before the trees were cut down. That is a house that you can see.
And can you go back to the speaker, please, ma'am?
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
The first is what it looked like before they started clearing it. The second one is what the house is. And the last one shows the house that's next to me, and that's me standing at the lake looking where they're clearing. And we're a small neighborhood, and we'd like to keep it that way.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor or in opposition? Yes, sir. May we get your name and address?
I'm Danny Phillips. I live at 7190 Clay Circle.
Okay.
The biggest problem that you have, I don't know if y'all can tell, but that RFD road comes in directly across from the area that's highlighted red. Scenic Drive, which is the only entrance to Blue Lake Estate, comes in on the left side of where it's highlighted red. There's a brand new apartment complex that the entrance to that is directly across from Scenic. So there's about a 200-foot middle lane for everybody to try to get into Scenic Drive. Everybody who tries to come into our addition, we can't get in there. I challenge anybody to go down there between 4 and 6 o'clock every day of the week and try to get to our houses. It's a nightmare already. I don't know what the gentleman's planning on doing with that area, but whatever he does is going to cause more traffic there. It's going to cause a huge problem. That canal there, it's definitely 10 feet elevation difference between there and 105. So when you come over that canal, you can't see anything, okay, till you get to the top of that canal bridge. Traffic accidents all the time. Y'all can look up the records and see how many accidents and deaths have been right there at that intersection. Adding something else right there is absurd. I mean, there's no way we can't get into our houses now because of all the apartments around there. From my paperwork, it said a multi-family dwelling or whatever. That sounds like more apartments to me. We don't need apartments. We don't need, you dump another 100 cars into that one little area, coming and going, it's going to cause a huge mess. There's nowhere to put lights. I understand why there's no lights, because you can't put a light that close between Scenic and RFD. There's just nowhere to do it. Logistic wise, that it's just not feasible for anything to be built there. I'm sorry he bought the property, but I mean, I didn't tell him to. So, but he can't cause more distress for all the people in that neighborhood to get in and out of their own houses. It's already bad enough as it is. That's all I've got to say.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, Demi?
Sir, can you come back?
No, not him. I wanted to ask Demi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sure there's an answer to this, but why isn't this spot zoning?
So going back to the map over here, this is along an arterial road, which is Highway 105. There's North Major right there. You can see all of the zonings that are surrounding it. It's pretty mixed. There's a lot of GCMD as well. But one of the big things that this one has is it aligns with the comprehensive plan, and I can read it one more time. What was conveyed to staff is that they're interested in building a shopping center. And I'll let the applicant confirm that when he comes back up. According to the comprehensive plan, the property is located within a contemporary neighborhood design concept area, and that allows for a diversity of housing types and convenient access to parks, schools, and shopping centers, while protecting single-family residential areas from intrusion of incompatible land uses and vehicular traffic. So the comprehensive plan aligns with it. It's also in an area where it is higher travel, more density uses. But that's why planning is, we see no issues with the plan. And this is just for a rezoning. This is not for permits quite yet. But I think we should definitely hear out the citizens that are here to speak.
Okay, thank you. Okay, is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor or in opposition? Yes, sir, if we can get your name and address.
My name is Mike Mauer. I live at 7195 Clay Circle. And if you're looking back on the map, the picture that you had earlier and the pictures that my wife sent around to you, you'll find that when in the neighborhood that we're living in, our house is right across the street from all this. And I don't know if you know what it's like to live in a place where, you know, you have a lot of traffic. the trees and things that were there at that point in time, they protected our area from the noise of the traffic. Well, from the pictures you see, that's no longer possible. Not only that, but he cleared back onto our property too. If we had a stake there to show you, he knocked down trees that were actually on our property that did not need to come down. We're kind of upset about that. I know that the lady next door to me, she's not able to be here because she's just an elderly lady. But, the same thing, protecting not only her, but those around us from the possibilities of things that are going to happen in the future if this is opened up and we have public access to our neighborhood that can cause higher crime rates. Just the fact that we have to put up with that. And it's already, like he said before, when you come across that canal, the only place that I see right now that they have an opening for them to come in is almost, well, you can't see. You can't see from there. I've stopped there myself to look and see what it's going to be like. And I'm thinking, this is dangerous, not for anybody that's going to be trying to come in and out. And we don't need more danger in our neighborhood. None of us do in Beaumont. We don't need to. What's more important? Is it the money? I mean, what about protecting the people? And it's not going to affect just us. We're right there at it. But you've got all these people that live in our neighborhood. It's going to affect them too. They don't have a say in it. But I'm trying to speak for them because somebody needs to.
And sir, I'm sorry I have to interrupt. Your 3-minute time is up. But thank you. Okay, is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor or in opposition? Okay, and if we could get your name and address.
All right, my name is Tom Cockrell. 5810 Scenic is where I stay sometimes. And if I look at that and that piece of property, I remember the day it went up for sale, and by the time I turned around, it was already picked up. Always thought, and I thought that Jerry Barnes had always talked about that Clay Street actually continuing down. And I think that when it was designed, it was always designed to be a residential community. And those lots, would be accessed through Clay. And I know that that would be a big deal to extend Clay all the way down in favor of the builder. And I know that that may upset everybody. But rather than having it rezoned to commercial property, can we consider the possibility of remaining a residential piece and access it through Clay? Because I believe that there's an easement there for that to continue, and I could be wrong, but I kind of think, what's that? Okay, so does the plat continue that road easement of Clay to continue?
It'd be expired at this time. They'd have to do a new plat.
Oh, I see. Okay. So that easement is expired. However, that was the intended use of the property. I don't believe it was ever intended to access from 105, being the nature of the way that, the design laid out originally. But that's my concern, and I definitely don't, I oppose the idea only because of the lake, of the peace and the quiet and the way that that is designed, the neighborhood. We've been there for over 15 years. And, my son walked the first time on the property there. So it's kind of, it's important for us to maintain the structure and the integrity of the way that the neighborhood was built. And rather than doing a commercial project on the back, some of the other things that I'm hearing are a little more concerning. But in my opinion, it should be accessed from Clay rather than from 105. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor or in opposition? None heard. The public hearing is now
Got one more.
closed. We have one more? I'm sorry, I didn't see you.
Dawn Cockrell, 5810 Scenic. I mean, I know we talked about how dangerous that would be, but I also want to just reiterate the fact that it is an artesian natural spring, and the wildlife there is just amazing. There's otters, there's turtles, all that. So I just wanted to add that little factor in, that if there is something commercial on that side, not only will there be a lot of traffic noise, but there'll be garbage that's spilled, different, especially if it's some kind of gas station or, storefront. So that could potentially come into the lake and harm any kind of, natural wildlife or the water itself. It's very clear and it's full of minerals. So I just wanted to add that. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, anyone else? Yes, ma'am.
My name's Jane Cook. I'm the secretary of the Homeowners Association.
What is your address, Ms.
And
Cook?
my address is 5670 Scenic. The one thing that has not come up or been said that I just feel compelled to come before you is between the lake and the red box up there that we're talking about is a park for our children and our grandchildren. You'll see the trees that are still there, and you should see, if it were blown up, you would see the mowed area that is there that we can picnic in and we can play in. And there was never an intention for there to be commercial on the other side of the trees that the Homeowners Association owns. We do not own the 4 pieces that are on 105, or the 5 pieces as it looks like it's been drawn into now. But between the red line and the Blue Lake is a park area that we use and our children and our grandchildren use. There are no sidewalks on 105. The school buses stop out on 105 for the apartments. The congestion is true and real. And I just think it's obscene to think that we're going to lose the buffer of what is park area for our neighborhood. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cook. Is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor or in opposition? None heard. The public hearing is now closed, and the applicant has an opportunity to come forward and address the concerns of the citizens.
With all respect, every neighbor around this property, if we look to the pictures, my end to the right side, my left side, it's the neighbors far away from the property. The property is so in the front. It's no access, other access to that property, only from the front, not from the back. I can see it's a traffic. I'm sure it's a traffic. Everywhere is traffic, as I say earlier. But how that gonna be a noise or bother any neighbor is gonna be fenced. And you are no one 200 to 300 feet away from the property, any neighbor from there, except the first house on the left side. I'm not here to take somebody's freedom. I'm just to switch it to business and take advantage of it. Helps me, helps the community, helps everybody. That's it. And it's, as I say, it's gonna be fenced and nice fenced, and you can see it. And we are far away from you. Nobody, no neighbors there. How bothering you? Maybe, yeah, you're right with the traffic in the front, but in the side, you have no access to there from there. It's no road there. That's it.
Okay, any questions?
I mean, I'm looking at the map. Are you able to pull up the JCAD map on that or the GIS map? Because there's a road that does go into I think it's owned by Blue Lakes Estates, which I'm assuming is the HOA. And you can see there's a road that kind of backs into that property. It's a private road. I don't know who owns it or what's this. It's called, let me see. I'm looking on my phone, Clay Cirque. And that might be something you might want to look into. But I'm trying to see if Demi can bring it up.
If you open road in the back, to access to those pieces, properties.
Yes.
That will be another option for me.
Because that one of the gentlemen over here brought that up to my attention. I looked it up, and that would probably solve, I think, everybody's problem with the ideal commercial being there versus the cutting down the traffic count and everything.
You bring it into the neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's just taking us a moment to
You're
pull up
good.
the map.
Why did you say that's a private road?
I mean, I don't know if it's private or public. I'm just looking off of my phone. It's called Clay Circle, I think. The whole name's not there, but it backs into Blue Lakes. And I don't know who owns it.
If it's a public road, now, Demi, I think I'm right, but if that's a,
I'll check it out. One moment. You just type in that and we could probably get close.
this is the right-of-way you said expired previously.
Right away expired?
The right of way that connects that. Or the easement or whatever.
You call it an easement.
Oh. Hold on one moment. I'm sorry. JCAD's running slow at this point. So you're saying to reconfigure to, well, and really this is just a rezone, right?
Yeah.
Like this isn't, it's not a specific use permit, so it's not gonna have the site plan. Now, that is an option on the table. How it was filed was approve a rezoning of RS to GCMD or a more restrictive zoning district. So that is up to your guys' discretion on what you would recommend or deny outright. But we're almost there. I'm sorry about this.
Can you remind me of the condition, Demi, that you were talking about earlier regarding the clearing?
So they didn't get a grading permit. So before they could move forward with anything, they would need to get that right and file their grading permit, make sure that everything's good before they can move on with their development.
Right.
Let me ask you a question while you're looking up. Let's say if it does get approved, do they need to come back for specific use permits to build whatever they need to build?
If this application, as it was presented, to go from RS to GCMD, it would not have to come back with a specific use permit. Now, if you guys did GCMD 2, or you did a different, maybe like a neighborhood commercial zoning district versus just GCMD, then that does restrict the intensity of the uses. GCMD is really what you think of like Dowling, you think of like your higher intense uses off of those roads. Here, go to that real quick. JCAD's not working for me right now.
Do we know what businesses are going to be housed there?
Little small
At this
shopping
point?
center.
Do you have any specific businesses?
Really, I don't have think of, because I wasn't see what's I'm allowed first, if I'm capable to have it approved. And then, as I mentioned, I'm a home builder. I build houses in Beaumont.
Okay, I thought you may have had something in mind.
Yes.
Curious if you have a
I don't
rendering.
have any in my mind.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Just out of curiosity, if that street going to it were a public right-of-way, would you be interested in continuing that down as another public street and using these lots as residential, facing south on that new street.
Like that street, wherever you come from the other side,
Yeah, Clay.
come behind it, it will be a street. Before you ask me that, if they are okay with that, because they call it as a private property.
I'm sorry?
If they are okay, whatever who live there,
Or if it's a public right-of-way already, you can tie into it with another public street.
with the price I purchased the property to divide it for 280 right now, about 3 houses. I don't think the value bring me back my money what I spent on.
Just asking.
I know, but I just appreciate your ask.
Sir, do you have a rendering of the shopping center you're wanting to build?
The property is not, as you see, it's not gonna be big. It's 280 wide, yes, but it's not gonna be wide, deep. It's only 100. So that means it's not much of option for me. It's gonna be a huge building. It's gonna be most of it parking and little building on the side like an L. It's not gonna be like a busy, I'm sure it's gonna be a traffic, but it's not gonna be a 10, 20 store there, like a shop, to enter. It's gonna be maybe 4 or 5 doors and the rest of it parking. If that's the way I look at it, because it's not on my I see when I comes with the survey, I have to floor plan for the building before I go there. I have to go far away from the street, from the back, from both sides. With this property, the way I look at it, most of it is gonna go for the parking lot, no matter what I'm gonna do with it.
Okay, staff, since this is really just a rezoning and all the other is additional information that doesn't really apply to this application, can we move forward with this?
Yeah, so what's before you guys is go from RS to GCMD. That's just the rezoning. If you guys wanted to possibly have a closer review on the land use or the development that occurs there, you could always do a more restrictive zoning district. That could be a GCMD 2. That could be neighborhood commercial, something of that effect.
Thank you, sir.
One more thing I'm gonna mention. Before I start even there, yes, there is a traffic. I suggest a stoplight, not a stoplight, stop sign. Because it's too much after that happened, after the apartments, it is a traffic. It will help if you have a stop sign. Everybody's slow and more controlled. And thank you. I appreciate
very
the
much.
opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry, sir, the public hearing's already closed.
I have a question
Okay.
for,
Staff?
yeah, I have a question for staff. Okay, so when you go back and you look at the colored map with the zones on it, purple is GCMD, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So would neighborhood commercial be spot zoning? Because there's not any other neighborhood commercial there, or is it
So
still commercial, it's okay?
The biggest thing is when you go to this intersection here, right? So let's say even looking further north, right, off of Griffin, Major, that area, right? Major is an arterial road up there all the way to the north, but it's pretty much completely yellow. Let me go over here with my mouse, like up here. It's completely yellow, and that probably is the neighborhood concept up there, or the conservation residential area. So because the comprehensive plan wouldn't support, it's an arterial road which allows for higher uses or can accommodate it, the comprehensive plan does not support it. So that could be changing that zoning to a special district to benefit that one lot, right? But when you come down, let me get my mouse back, here we go. When you come down here, it's a lot more concentrated. There's more mixes of uses down here. And this right across the way is still RMH, GCMD. Now it is next to some RS, right? So we have to take into consideration that, which is why it was listed as or a more restrictive zoning district as well, so that's an option for you guys. But it's not spot zoning because in this area, that request does align with the comprehensive plan to have shopping centers at this area. So if they were to rezone to a district that would support that, it would still align with the comprehensive plan, which is what governs the zoning districts.
Okay.
I have One more question, just for clarity. So if we do GCMD 2 there, right, then every time that business changes, they have to come back.
That's correct.
So like, even if we approve it now and we approve everything they're doing and it looks good, if that business, if that shopping center goes under and another shopping center comes in, they have to be approved too.
Yes.
Okay.
It goes based off the uses. So let's say they go to develop and let's say they have medical offices and they would like a beauty salon and they'd like a restaurant. That would be in one application. If they wanted to put in a bar, that's not under the SUP that was approved. That would be a separate SUP that would have to come back before you guys, before that use can go into that building.
That's where I was going with that. Okay.
Okay, any other questions of staff? Okay. We've heard from the citizens, we've heard from the applicant. Is there a discussion or a motion?
I move to table it.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to table it. All in favor?
Before you clarify that motion, Commissioner Sonia, am I saying right? You have to say when you want to table it to, and if you want there to be some additional information brought back for staff or from the applicant. So you have to give a little bit more clarity, just because this is something that's shared in the public hearing with council. And so staff would need to know when it's run back and when to expect it to, and what's expected.
Move to table it to the next planning and zoning meeting, and I'd like to see a rendering of what he has in mind.
We also have to know why he's making that request to table. What's your reasoning?
Well, I think he said he wanted to see a rendering of.
Just a rendering?
Yes.
All right.
Now, I will, if I could, I will say, whether you approve, or if you approve a rezoning, that is to the land in its entirety. That's not a specific development, right? So even if you did see a rendering, it may not come back as that unless you were to do a specific use permit or something like that where it would have to be.
So I don't know that they can do a specific use permit because that's not an item that's before them. He's not applying for a specific use permit. So in that regard, like he can provide a rendering, but it wouldn't necessarily have to be that item because it hasn't been rezoned yet. So right now the commission has the ability, as Ms. Eamon said, to, he's requesting that it be GCMD, but you can zone it to something more restrictive, commercial neighborhood, GCMD 2. That's your option. So even if he provides you a rendering of something within the GCMD model, you can't hold him to that because that's not something that's before the commission to approve. And so in that vein, you really shouldn't, if you're saying I would vote yes based on it being this, he could change it. And that would be within his authority to do so.
But with the rendering, at least we can see how big the shopping center is going to be, how much space is going to be
You could
down
see
to the
what
shopping center. The concern of the neighborhood is going to be a huge shopping center.
You could see what he thinks, you could see what he thinks he wants to do there, and you can base your vote on what he presented, and he would have the ability to say, I changed my mind, I want something different. And as long as it was in that zoning district that he was allotted for, he would be able to do that.
Okay.
I think a GCMD 2 here would solve our problem.
Well, wait, we've got a motion first. So if you're in favor, but I like that. If you're in favor of tabling this, raise your hand so we all know, have a good count. Okay? All opposed? Okay, that's denied. Okay, is there any other motion that you would like
I
to
would
present?
move that we make this a GMCD 2 because he would still have to come back here with a specific use permit.
But I have concerns about that because it does not address the residential concerns long-term of the citizens that are in that additional neighborhood.
The only opinion, the only way around that is to deny it and to leave it residential as it is.
And I'm willing to make a motion on that regard.
Well, I've just made a motion of GCMD 2, which.
I'll second that motion.
Motion's been moved and properly seconded, Chair, so you can call for a discussion or vote.
I'm sorry.
Discussion.
Okay.
I have a question, Bill. Would you put the condition of the needs a grading permit in there on your motion?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it should have never been done anyway. I mean, they're right, get it done.
Okay, so we have,
Commissioner Linton, do you still second with that amendment?
Yes.
okay, so we have a motion for GCMD 2 and a second
Yes.
with the condition of correct the grading issue. All in favor, say aye. Or
Aye.
hold up your hands, that's going to be better. All opposed? Okay. So the motion carries as a GCMD 2 with correcting the grading issue as one of the conditions. Ma'am, I'm sorry, the public hearing's closed. Okay,
Someone from staff will talk to you after the meeting.
yeah. Okay. Mayor?
You got one more?
Oh, one
Oh,
more.
yes.
Okay. Oh, other business.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, one item, just wanted to update you guys. PZ 2025-229 was a rezoning application for a parcel off of Finette Road from RS to LI to learn, and it was tabled to learn more on what they needed to, or what they intended to develop with the rezoning. Commission asked to table that request for 5 months. Staff reached out to the applicant prior to placing the request back on this December agenda. The applicant requested to hold the item from the December agenda as they have not identified a project yet. So once they identify a project, then they'll be back to you guys.
Okay. Okay, anything else?
All right, thank y'all for